right, Detroit City going into this thing tonight had a chance to, get in because, get into the, into the second spot.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But
all right.
They came out like fire, like gangbusters tonight.
You're right. They really came out fire as gangbusters.
And it seemed like it was all game long for Detroit City FC. As if you go ahead and pull up the stats there, 41st minute of play here. Detroit City here had an opportunity, and for the most part, it was like I said, they just kept peppering them, But Westerly, this one by Darren Smith. Didn't just, he turned around just in time. However, though, a penalty occurred in stoppage time, 45 at the third minute of stoppage time here. Otis Joof with the penalty here.
Yes.
And like I said, almost like calm as a cucumber here.
Yes.
It's a little bit long here, so trying to shorten this up.
Pretty brave, not getting a yellow card for time wasting.
We'll talk about that in a little bit here, but.
Yeah.
But anyways, Juve getting ready to put it into the back of the net here for Detroit City to put them up 1-0, and it was business as usual. No celebrating. Let's get back to the pitch.
Yes.
We got some goals to score here.
And put the ball perfectly on the line, the center line. Speaking of 9-3, that was the shot advantage. They almost had a 3-1 advantage on possessions, and the pass is 86-62. Ooh.
Yes, in the first half to pay, and they were just dominating all half long. They were just dominating the possession and the play. I mean, it seemed like the play was more on that end, the offensive end of the pitch on the Westchester side of the pitch. There, Hammersley though would get his little, but a couple minutes after Juice's goal, Noah Powder was handed a second yellow.
Yes. And you know what the old adage is? 2 yellows equals
You're gone.
a red.
You're gone.
We have to work that out. 2 yellows equal the red.
And you're gone.
Bye-bye.
Yep. As now they were down 10 minutes, so they pretty much played most of the second half. Detroit City just kept the pressure going, though.
Yes.
Wasn't able to find the back of the net. However, in the 71st minute of play here, corner was taken here by Jaceel Cedeno for Detroit City FC. He and
the lovely feet of Devin.
Devin Amumensa would find it would be the recipient of this, and it is 2-0 in favor of Detroit City. Otis Joof tried to make it 3-0 in the 86th minute of play, but it was just a bit outside. But Matt Sheldon, 3 minutes later, would make it 3-0 in favor of Detroit City.
Yeah, the soccer professor did it again.
Detroit City would make it 3-0. And that was
Pretty
all
much.
she wrote. That was all she wrote at that point. Detroit City with the victory 3-0. However, results over at Hartford.
Unfortunately, it didn't go our way. Unfortunately,
Over at
we
Rhode Island.
We almost got the help from our dear friend. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, Maxi Rodriguez scored the go-ahead goal.
However, unfortunately, Hartford scored. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot it.
As he's swimming through here.
I'm sorry, yes. Hartford scored Alan Diaz in the 83rd minute. It was tied 2-2, and I keep forgetting it doesn't end inside. That's why we go to shootout.
We go to a shootout, and
I know.
And in the shootout, I believe...
Maxie scored in the first one, and then Joseph Farrell, it was 1-1, and then,
And then, let's see, missed penalty by Rhode Island, and the match is ended.
And Kyle
Kyle
Edwards scored the go-ahead goal in the shootout, but Alex Tetra to hope to keep it going, and yes, it did win a mess. So we don't have our video because we're doing this.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's on Hulu. But
they won 4-3 in the shootout. So Hartford get the 2 extra points. Rhode Island get 1 for the. So unfortunately, Hartford. That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
This game was
what did I say? What did I
rubber.
say in Soccer Night in Detroit?
Okay.
What did I say in Soccer Night in Detroit? I said this was going to be pretty much a
Dead rubber match.
No, pretty much a scheduled friendly.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was going to be a scheduled friendly. I didn't really care what was going to happen as far as the ramifications, the finalization of the game or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I looked at it as an unscheduled friendly.
Yes.
Detroit City ended up coming in. They pressured them. In fact, that was the best offensive performance I've seen them since, God knows, probably the Open Cup game back in April against these guys.
The same team, Westchester and it was the same score, 3-0. Although the score
it was 3-1.
3-1.
Thanks to Obregon's goal that equalized, but Detroit City came back and ended up winning 3. This time, we get the opening goal via the penalty kick, and then 2 goals in the second half to give the Detroit City the victory there. But but like I said, I mean, I saw it as a friendly tonight.
Yeah.
Motivation and momentum to build on.
Because it's now a league schedule the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
And you're trying to get into the playoff, and after the pure chaos last week, this could be a Mario Jr. Who knows? But most of the opponents will not be like Westchester United. The next opponent, Rhode Island FC.
Who's fighting for a playoff spot right now.
Well, just like us.
So, I mean, here on out, it's just a push to the playoffs.
I know.
And you're not going to play teams like Hartford
or... we're done with Hartford.
We're done with Hartford. We're not going to be playing teams like Oakland and Hartford.
Yeah, no.
You figure teams like this, Detroit City would stoop down a level. Not tonight.
No.
Not tonight. Enjoyed the high press all throughout the match. And this is what I want to see more of Detroit City, more of an attacking style when it comes to balls at the, at this end of the pitch or whatever it is, on the offensive side of the pitch.
Yeah.
Have a couple guys up front, just letting them know that you're there.
Yeah.
And make it hard for the offense to generate anything from the back. So that was a nice way of doing it tonight. First time I've seen that from Detroit City. Where we've
in about 3 months
where we've been bit by the high press ourselves.
I know.
We were the ones taking to the high press, taking to the high press, and ended up getting domination along the way with ball control and whatnot for sure. Matt Sheldon joined us following the match.
And I was in the shot a little bit.
So, Matt Sheldon joined us following the match, and here's what he had to say. All right, we got Matt Sheldon, who scored the 3rd goal in this match. By the way, like and subscribe. Nice win tonight, 3 points. Unfortunately, it didn't get over the hump for you guys.
No.
But nice to see you guys finally get some offensive going tonight.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we need, just to get some goals in, get the confidence up, keep going, and hopefully we can build on this and have continuing getting results like that.
Absolutely, because, I mean, it hasn't been, like I said, the best of months so far for Detroit City FC. I mean, getting that win tonight against a team like Westchester, even though they were down 10 men in the second half, you guys were just pressuring them all game long.
Yeah. Danny said before the game he wanted us to be intense and aggressive. Those were 2 words that he had, and courage as well. And the whole half we were just thinking about being intense, aggressive, putting it on them, and it worked.
Okay, now how can we capitalize this into Rhode Island in about 10 days?
I think keep that same mentality, keep going, and keep on playing with that confidence in the attacking third, and hopefully we keep on scoring like that.
And now for the rest of the season, you're going to have to face on a tougher schedule. You're no Westchester United in the group, so...
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough, but I think we can come out and hopefully get some points out.
All right. Good talking to you, Matt.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, like and subscribe for this guy.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right.
Awesome. Have a good night, guys.
All right. We thank you, Matt, for joining us at the end of the match there, at the end of the handshake line and all that stuff. But how was the vibe in the stands tonight?
From getting what have been a really crazy week, the vibe in the stands was a little tense with what's going on, and there was a few chants of TMF GA.
I heard him.
Games,
I heard him.
There with a banner thanking Trevor and all that. So it was really vibrant and all that, and really good. But hey, when
feels good, especially if you're
right.
up 3-0
or 2-0.
Yeah.
But then when
or even 1-0.
But that was a feel good thing, and there was a feel good grab, and there was a chant. I'm not going to say it here because we don't want to get
FDT.
killed. Yeah, I know.
We'll just say we'll just
we'll
go about.
say
We'll,
it.
yeah, we'll
Right.
do.
Yeah, you're right. So hey, this was really great. Now, Bill on the momentum. All you have is the league games. All you have at home friendly contact. Capitalize on it, for God's sake. You know what I mean?
And especially now you got 10 days off before you rust up and play 2 in 4 days.
Yeah, it's one in Rhode Island in Center Bank Stadium,
And the next one back here at the Keyworth Stadium on the 10th or right? Oh no, 6th, 7th, 9th. The 9th. Okay.
Maybe our first matchup against North Carolina. If I'm wrong, they'll put it on the graph.
Yeah.
But we haven't faced on North Carolina this season.
Let's see. I'm going to look up the thing real quick. As long as my Wi-Fi lets me here at Keyworth. But we'll take a look at the matches upcoming for Detroit City as we see Indy 11 on August 9th.
August 9th. Sorry.
Yep, the return match with Indy 11. Of course, we know what happened down at Michael Carroll Stadium.
Yeah, we had the 3 points until
until Elvis Amo
scored 2 goals.
One was very ugly.
And now he's going to have to
as
come back.
I mentioned earlier, the high press.
Yes.
Indy capitalized on the high press.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, they come away with two straight goals. Ended up being a draw in that matchup. So, it's the return matchup then. And then on the road for a match against North Carolina SC. So basically, you're talking like 3 games in 10 days after this 10-day break for Detroit City FC. So the push is on. The push to the playoffs is officially on.
And we need to get to game 20. Oh, it is on.
Yep.
It is on. It's now do or die. Will this skid affect us during this whole? Who knows?
And a momentum builder indeed for Detroit City FC, as I mentioned, because the fact is, with everything that has went down throughout the week, the stuff that was going on in offense, you did not see it on the pitch tonight. Absolutely. You did not see it on the pitch tonight. That's a positive thing going forward.
And who knows? This could be the start of something good. Who knows?
You're seeing passion out there. I saw, who was it? Jay Chapman. After being pulled. He felt like he did not have, it seemed like he felt like he did not have a really good night out there, but he showed his frustrations, after coming off the field. So it's like they still want this thing. They still want this thing, and that's the bottom line here. They still want this thing. They're not going to give up. They're not going to die. They're not going to, keel over and roll up in a ball or anything like this. They're going to be in this till the end, regardless of what goes on off the field or whatever. Their focus right now is trying to get back in the groove, and that's what I was saying to the guys as they were coming down the handshake, like, getting back in the groove. It's nice to get back in the groove, because they needed that. They needed that momentum tonight, regardless of what the end result would have been in Jagermeister Cup play. The fact is, get the win, get back in that groove. Way to get back in that groove tonight, guys, because that's the way you want to do it, especially when you're going into the final stretch of the regular season, or the final half of the regular season.
And yes, as all the teams know, with 10 games to go, move or be killed.
Move or be moved.
Or move to be moved,
Yeah, move or be moved. But
you're right.
Detroit City, they're making their way. And then, like I said, we'll see them back in league action coming up in about 10 days from now against Rhode Island.
Before I wrap up, and considering we do blue things on Wednesday, and this is going to be played tomorrow, who do you got for the Women's Euro? Spain or England?
I'm taking England, of course. This will be revenge. This will be revenge. This is a rematch of the World Cup.
2 years ago.
Yep, the World Cup 2 years ago, where Spain just totally dominated England in that game.
I know.
And you know what? They have proved to be the comeback queens at this point, and I see them actually pulling this one off.
Let me tell you, I hope
in a revenge match.
You know what? I hope England do win, but hey, whoever wins, is well deserved. And For all you soccer officials, please be on your best behavior during the trophy presentation. I'm not going to go there.
I don't think we have anything to worry about in
thank
Switzerland,
you. Well,
especially it being the Euros.
Yeah, I know.
But needless to say, we're going to take a little break.
All
No
right.
musings this week.
Okay.
We're going to be.
No movies. We're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break, take a rest. It's been a long season with the two team, the women's team, the women's indoor team, the men's team, and all that. We're going to take a well-deserved
break.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need a little rest.
If the team are taking a break, we'll take a break. I have to organize my room.
So no
and all
musings
that
this
stuff.
week.
Yeah.
We'll be
All
back
right.
with Soccer Night in Detroit the day of the match against Rhode Island coming up in 10 days
And
from the clubhouse.
It's going to be interesting with the owners meeting and. Yeah.
We'll delve into more of that
I know.
on that day as well. So, but like I said, we'll be back in 10 days, coming to you from the clubhouse with Soccer Night in Detroit.
Yes,
we'll probably record prior to the owners meeting, but we'll be with you definitely after the match with everything
and
broke
we'll
down
talk
as well.
about what was said, and yes,
If
we're
we
doing
can,
it again.
if we can,
maybe
we shall see what
right.
what transpires
Okay.
that Wednesday evening at the
Wednesday
clubhouse.
night hot time in Detroit. What
Yes,
is
sir.
back in the dead
Absolutely.
of summer before football season began?
Which happens next Thursday.
LA
Let's go
against
Lions.
Detroit, but hey, it's an exhibition game to honor the Hall of Fame guys and all that. So
The work begins now
Work
for
began,
Detroit's
yeah.
for Detroit's
okay,
other football team,
Okay.
the Lions.
All right.
So, all right, for Steve, Mad Cat, we'll see you in 10 days. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.